We live in a world that celebrates the loudest voices. Social media rewards those who speak the most. Meetings favor those who talk the longest. And success often seems to belong to those who promote themselves the hardest. But here's a truth that quietly changes everything. The people who truly transform the world are often the ones who say the least and do the most. Think about it. How many promises have you heard that were never kept? How many grand plans have faded into nothing? Real change doesn't come from beautiful speeches. It comes from calloused hands and committed hearts. Today's story takes us back to ancient India, to the golden age of the Vijayanagar Empire, where a young stonemason discovered something that most people spend their entire lives searching for: the secret to earning respect without ever asking for it. In a world full of ministers making promises and scholars debating solutions, one quiet man chose a different path. He chose to let his work speak for itself. Watch the story till the end, because it might just change the way you approach your own dreams and struggles. Long ago, in the golden age of the Vijayanagar Empire, there lived a mighty king named Krishnadevaraya. His court was filled with poets who could weave magic with their words, scholars who could debate for days without rest, and ministers who made grand promises with every breath. The kingdom was prosperous, and the king's palace stood tall against the sky, a symbol of power and glory. But our story does not begin in the palace. It begins in a small village at the edge of the kingdom, where a young stonemason named Rupacharya lived with his elderly mother. Rupacharya was known throughout his village for one peculiar thing: he rarely spoke. While other craftsmen boasted about their skills in the marketplace, Rupacharya simply worked. While others made promises to their customers, Rupacharya delivered finished work. His hands spoke a language that his tongue never learned to use. "Why do you not speak up for yourself, my son?" his mother would ask. "How will the world know your work if you remain silent?" Rupacharya would smile gently and return to his chisel and stone. He believed that his work would speak for him. One monsoon season, disaster struck the kingdom. The great dam that protected the capital city from floods began to crack. Water seeped through its ancient walls, threatening to destroy everything. Everything the people had built over generations. The king called upon his best engineers and builders to save the dam before the heavy rains arrived. Ministers from across the land came forward with elaborate plans. They spoke for hours in the royal court, each one painting pictures of their brilliance with beautiful words. "Your Majesty," declared one minister, "give me 1,000 workers, and I shall build you a dam that will last 1,000 years." "My king," announced another, "my method is superior. I have studied the ancient texts. Trust my wisdom, and the kingdom shall be saved." The king listened patiently, but he noticed something troubling. Everyone spoke of what they would do, but no one had actually begun the work. Days passed. The cracks in the dam grew wider. The clouds gathered darker. Word of the crisis reached Rupacharya's village. Without hesitation, the young stonemason gathered his tools and walked 3 days to reach the dam. He did not seek an audience with the king. He did not announce his arrival. Instead, He went straight to the damaged dam and began to study its wounds. While the ministers continued their debates in the comfort of the palace, Rupacharya worked under the open sky. He examined every crack, felt every stone, and understood the dam's suffering as if it were a living creature telling him its pain. Then quietly, he began to repair it. Day after day, Rupacharya worked from sunrise to sunset. Other workers, inspired by his dedication, joined him. He never gave orders with words. He simply showed them what to do through his own actions. When a section was too dangerous, he went first. When the work was exhausting, he worked the hardest. Weeks passed. The king, frustrated by the endless discussions in his court, decided to visit the dam himself. What he saw there left him speechless. The dam stood strong. The cracks had been sealed with a craftsmanship so fine that the repairs seemed like original work. And there, covered in dust and sweat, stood a young man with calloused hands and peaceful eyes, still working to strengthen what he had already saved. "Who are you?" the king demanded. "Why did you not come to my court? Why did you not ask for rewards or recognition?" Rupacharya finally spoke, his voice soft but clear. "Your Majesty, words could not stop the water. Only stone could. I am just a mason. My hands know work, not speeches." The king stood in silence for a long moment. Then he removed the royal ring from his own finger and placed it in Rupacharya's dusty palm. "This kingdom has many who speak of greatness," said King Krishnadevaraya. "But today, I have found one who lives it. You shall be the royal architect of Vijayanagar, not because of what you said, but because of what you did." From that day forward, Rupacharya built temples, bridges, and monuments that still stand in memory of the silent stonemason who let his actions echo louder than any words ever could. And the ministers who had spoken so grandly, they learned a lesson they would never forget. True greatness does not announce itself. It simply does the work. This story carries a timeless truth that we desperately need to hear in today's noisy world. Your actions will always speak louder than your words. Notice what Rupacharya did differently. While others talked about solutions, he studied the problem. While others sought recognition, he sought results. While others debated in comfort, he worked in difficulty. He didn't wait for permission, praise, or perfect conditions. He simply began. In our own lives, we often fall into the trap of over-talking and underdoing. We announce our goals on social media before taking a single step. We make promises we struggle to keep. We spend more energy convincing others of our abilities than actually developing them. But here's what this story teaches us. The right people will notice your work. You don't need to chase recognition. When you focus on delivering real value, recognition chases you. Note these 3 important lessons which eventually help you in your life. First, remember that promises without action are like clouds without rain. They may look impressive, but they bring no harvest to the fields of life. Do not be deceived by those who speak much but do little, and do not become such a person yourself. Second, understand that silent dedication often achieves what loud declarations cannot. Rupacharya did not need to announce his skills or defend his abilities. His work stood as his testimony. Let your achievements speak on your behalf. Third, recognize that true leaders inspire through example, not through commands. When Rupacharya worked the hardest, others followed. When he faced danger first, others found courage. Your actions have the power to move people in ways your words never will. So starting today, try this. For every plan you want to share, complete one small action first. For every promise you want to make, deliver one result instead. Let your work become your voice. Because in the end, people remember what you built, not what you said you would build. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below. What is one thing you've been talking about that you're ready to start doing today? Your answer might inspire someone else to take action too. If you believe this story should reach more people who need to hear it, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel to stay connected with us. I'll be back again with another story like this. Until then, talk less, do more, and let your work speak for itself. Silent dedication and hard work are more powerful than grand promises and empty words.